All right, if you're a contractor, listen up. One of the biggest, most critical decisions you have to make happens way before you even break ground. I'm talking about insurance. And look, getting this wrong isn't just a little paperwork mistake, it can absolutely sink your business. So today, we're going to break down the essential difference between general liability and builder's risk insurance. And let's not sugarcoat it. The stakes here are incredibly high. Picking the wrong policy isn't just a costly mistake, it's the kind of thing that can end your company, period. So our goal here is super simple. Make sure you don't make that mistake. Every contractor out there knows they need general liability. It's the bare minimum, right? The price of admission to even get on a job site. But that's exactly where the trap is. You start thinking that because it's required, it must be everything you need. And that right there is where the real risk kicks in. Okay, so what is general liability, really? The best way to picture it is as your third-party liability shield. And those two words are everything, third party. This policy is all about protecting you when your work accidentally hurts someone else or damages someone else's stuff. Think of it like a shield that's always facing outward, away from you. So let's make this real. What does that actually look like? Well, let's say your subcontractor drops a hammer and it smashes the neighbor's fancy bay window. Boom, your general liability shield kicks in. Or a client comes to check on the progress, trips over a cable, and breaks their wrist. Shield's up. It even protects you after the job is done. Say a deck you built 6 months ago suddenly fails and someone gets hurt? That's a completed operations claim. And guess what? Your shield is still there, covering the damages and, this is huge, your legal bills.
That sounds pretty solid, right? Like it covers pretty much anything that could go wrong. But this brings us to the most important question of this entire explainer. With all that protection facing outward, what is the massive project-destroying risk that your general liability policy leaves wide open?
And here's the answer. It's the big one. Your GL policy will not pay you one single dime if a fire tears through your framing overnight. It won't cover a thing if a freak windstorm blows down the structure you just put up. And it won't help you if thousands of dollars of materials are stolen from the job site. Why? Because all of that is damage to your project, not a third party's. That shield facing outward does nothing to protect what's behind it. So let's just put it side by side. This makes it crystal clear. General liability, that's for third-party damage. It protects other people from your work. Builder's risk, that's for first-party damage. It protects your work itself. One is for lawsuits, the other is for your actual property. They are two completely different tools for two completely different jobs. And this is the other half of the puzzle, builder's risk insurance. Its job is incredibly simple and direct. It protects your money, your financial stake in that building while it's going up. It covers the structure itself, the materials on site, everything waiting to be installed, all of it, from things like fire, theft, wind, you name it. So here it is. The simplest way to think about this whole thing is a two-part defense system. General liability is your shield. It deflects lawsuits and claims coming at you from the outside world. But builder's risk, that's your fortress. It protects the actual valuable project inside from being destroyed. And this is the absolute bottom line. It is not a choice. It's not which one is better or which one can I get away with. A shield is totally useless if your fortress is on fire, and a fortress won't do you any good when you're getting sued into oblivion by a neighbor. To be truly, fully protected, you need both. End of story. Okay, let's just run through the final check. General liability is the shield against lawsuits. Builder's risk is the fortress against losing your own property. And having just one of them is like meticulously locking your front door, but leaving every single window in the house wide open. You're just asking for trouble. Which really just leaves one final and pretty critical question for you to think about. Picture your next big project. Think about all the money, all the materials, all the work you're about to pour into it. Now you gotta ask yourself, is it just shielded or is it also a fortress? Is it actually fully protected?